Hey everybody, I'm Connor. My trusty co-host Doug is on assignment and won't be joining us this week, but that's not going to stop us from having a fantastic show. Today we are talking about the best scholarship in the Graham Business Association's annual auction. Joining us in studio are two of the people who are organizing the auction, Roy Elementary's Associate Admin, Karina Teal, and Bethel High School teacher, Danny Thorne. Also joining us are two previous Best Scholarship winners, Clover Creek Elementary School teacher, Paige Meeks, and Graham Elementary principal, Jamie Burnett. Welcome all.
Hello. Thanks so much.
Thanks for having us.
Lively crowd here today. So, Corinne, for folks who don't know about the Best Scholarships, what are they, who do they benefit, and how do they fit into the Graham Business Association's annual auction?
All right. Best scholarships are scholarships for select Bethel graduate students. They benefit only Bethel students in the district. And the Graham Business Association auction is held every year to raise money to give those scholarships out.
And how many, is it the same amount of scholarships we're giving out every year? Is it different?
So it ends up being about 30 scholarships or 30 kids each year, so about one per school. And you'd think, well, we don't have 30 high schools. It's not just high schools. It's elementary schools, middle schools. So they apply for the scholarship, they can get the scholarship, and it banks till they graduate.
That's fantastic. And so when can they start applying?
You can start in fifth grade.
Fifth grade. So this is a perfect time for parents listening. If you've got a parent of a fifth grader, start thinking about this process. Former winners of these scholarships have gone on to do some amazing things. And as I mentioned earlier, we have two of them in studio today. So Jamie, you were a recipient of the scholarship. What did receiving the Best Scholarship mean to you?
Yeah, for me, it's really exciting. It's exactly what we're talking about, an opportunity to take a scholarship and apply it towards future endeavors with my education. And that's exactly what I did as a first generation out of my family going to college. Anything I could get counts towards where I am today. And being a proud recipient of Bethel School District and Spanaway Lake High School, it's just awesome to have the community that I grew up in give back. And I was able to gain some of that award and apply it to where I am as a educator and a principal today.
Yeah, that's so cool. And we were talking before we started recording about just how expensive college has gotten and that every little bit counts and that everything is appreciated. Paige, as a past winner yourself, your community really stepped up and supported you. Does that inspire you to give back now?
Absolutely. That's one of the reasons why I love to continue working in Bethel. Ever since I graduated college, Bethel was my first district that I applied to, multiple schools. I just knew that that's kind of where I wanted to be. I loved my experience in Bethel, going to Natchez Trail and then Spanaway Junior High. That's what it was back then in the day.
Not to date yourself too much.
Not to date myself too much. And then I was graduated from Spanaway Lake as well. And so, it inspires me. And as a fifth grade teacher, we get to choose a student from our school every year that it receives part of the scholarship if they continue to go throughout the district and graduate from Bethel. And so just knowing that it could be one of my students really just inspires me to just keep wanting to give back. And when I was an intern last year with the GBA, I really enjoyed putting together the auction with fellow employees of the district and loved to see the students. And so some of the students who are performing and or serving there could also be like recipients of the scholarship. And they don't even know, they have no idea.
And it's also, I love when we've got some local Bethel kids who succeed and then stay in the community and kind of pay it forward in a way. And it is kind of cool to think about someone who's receiving a scholarship this year could, in several years, be back at the district working in some capacity and just kind of keeping the whole thing going. So it's pretty awesome. What's really cool about this scholarship is not only is it the type of scholarship where a senior can apply themselves or a junior can apply themselves, students as young as fifth grade can be nominated by staff at their school. What's that like?
So my understanding, and we do this right now, is our counselors will receive kind of the directions at the elementary level of how to fill it out. They come to us as admin, and then as a group, we'll go to the fifth grade teachers and select somebody. And then at the end of the year, I'll stand up, kind of a big assembly, and I'll announce the recipient. And I will let that student, surprise, and that family that comes to watch, let them know the certificate they're receiving for $500 to go towards future college. So we do get an actual certificate every year to apply to our fifth grade student moving on.
So, Paige, you are a fifth grade teacher, so you get to nominate students. What's that process like?
We are very selective. Like, we would bring beforehand, a list of kids that we feel that, would most likely stay in the district, as well as show like great, characteristics of our school SOAR, acronym, and then goes along with, their grades and whatnot. But yeah, we bring a few students to the meeting, and then we talk about the students each one by one, and then we slowly, process of elimination, get it down to that one kid that we really feel that we all can back and support.
So very thorough. And
we are.
So we all know this auction is there to benefit students and raise a lot of money to help these kids, but it's also going to be fun. Danny, can you talk a little bit about what the auction's going to be like, what kind of entertainment we're having there, food, anything?
So we will have a DJ. We're really excited about that this year, to have a DJ there playing some music. So it'll be kind of a fun environment. We have a theme this year. It'll be Starry Night. We have some middle school leadership classes making some backdrops to take pictures. We'll have a silent auction and the live auction. But it's going to be fun as well. We have the Skills Center making dinner for us, and we have Nelson Elementary students serving. So we're really trying to bring in student voice, and some student work, so some art on display that students have done. So just really trying to bring in the student voice because it really benefits them, but also have a little party at the same time.
That's so cool. And if anyone hasn't tried the food that the Skills Center kids produce through their culinary program, it is so good. Put that up against any restaurant around here. So you're gonna eat well while you're there, if nothing else. And so you guys also, you auction off baskets. You auction off a lot of cool stuff. Anything interesting pop in either of your heads that's going to get auctioned off this year that you want to brag about?
We have a few really cool things. Centennial Elementary had a parent donate 3 guitars for our auction. And that was done simply because they advertised the auction to their parents. And a parent was like, I have these really great guitars I can donate. So that was exciting. We have a variety of things, from a lot of athletics, Seahawks tickets. We have everything. We have 2 vacation rentals coming out, a duck hunt, a guided duck hunt, and lots of small things in between. So it's something for everyone. We have a local tournament that is run by actually one of our district teachers, Matt Creaser, over at Frontier, who runs Top Tier Sports in the area, donated a $500 tournament. So if you are a coach of a baseball team and you come to the auction, you not only would be helping kids with a scholarship, but you get yourself a tournament as well.
Yeah, so this is some serious stuff. This isn't necessarily a basket full of homemade baked goods or something. Yeah, there's some big ticket prizes here. So this is a huge event. We're kind of getting a sense of that right now, and I'm sure it takes a lot of behind-the-scenes work. What have been some of the rewarding moments of planning this huge event?
Well, it's been really awesome for us interns to be able to work together. I think Paige mentioned it earlier when she was talking about doing it last year, just being able to work with your coworkers for a shared goal to help our students, because that's what we're here for. We're here to help our students. So that's been really, really awesome to we all have skills and expertise, and we're all just coming together for the kids. And also, Graham Business Association works hand in hand. They're there at every single meeting. They're procuring items just like we are. They're, on committees. They're helping with the finances. They just do everything. So it's been really cool to kind of see what role they play in planning the auction. And we've gone out to community members and said, hey, can you help support the auction? Can you donate anything? And we've, like, the guitars, just all the things we've received has just been amazing to see the support the community has for our Bethel students.
Yeah, absolutely. Karina, anything surprise you in this process as you went about the planning?
It is a lot of work.
It sounds like it.
I don't know that it's super surprising, but I think there's no way to go at this alone. It really does take an entire village. So thinking about, kind of like Danny mentioned, thinking about who's got skills in finances, who's got good organizational skills, who's got good tech skills, who knows people, what community connections do you have, who can you reach out to? And so just really thinking about where everyone specializes and not trying to take on too much, and just knowing that, like, you're going to shine in this area, and you're going to shine in this area, and you're going to shine in this area, and coming together and being a team. And sometimes a team, when we don't really get to spend a whole lot of time together. So it's kind of like I compared it to Road Rules a little bit, where you shove a bunch of people in a house and you learn to live together. It's like shoving a bunch of people in a room and you learn to work together and to do what's best for kids. And I think the nice thing is everyone has that mindset. Everyone comes in with, we want to raise as much money as we can to help as many kids as we can to get as many kids into post-secondary education. And when everybody works towards that same goal, it's really easy to find a way to navigate with people you don't know.
I also think too, like as the years have progressed, like the auction has gotten better and better and better and better, right? And so I think just with the people that we have coming together and really finding those strengths in people and the community, like it just is going to continue to get better and better. I know there's a lot of competitive spirits in the district, right? Lots of people are very competitive, and so like I think that also helps, when we're competitive in a good way. We want to do again, what's best for our kids in our community, and I can't wait to see what this year has in place. I'm already getting a table ready. Like who's coming? Who's sitting at the Clover Creek table?
How can they come check it out and kind of get involved? What are the specifics? It's just right around the corner. Where can they get tickets? When is it? Where is it?
The auction is Friday, March 14th at Nelson Elementary in Graham. It starts at 6 p.m., but the doors do open at 5:30. Tickets can be bought. There's QR codes floating around on the flyer that we have out, so you can find that on the Graham Business Association website. You can find it on the Bethel School District News. You can find it on lots of different school Facebook pages. We'll be advertising it. So hopefully found pretty easily. I would say the number one would be the Graham Business Association website. They've got it posted. The flyers on there, the QR codes on there, where you buy a table, where you buy a single person ticket, where you can donate, all those things.
Well, it sounds amazing. I'm excited to check it out. Everyone else should be as well. And thank you all for joining us and talking about such a cool event and such a great thing we're doing with these Best Scholarships. Thank you again to Karina Teal, Jamie Burnett, Paige Meeks, and Danny Thorne. And don't forget, the GBA auction is March 14th, 6 p.m. at Nelson Elementary. Go get your tickets now. We'll be back next week with another great show.